I'm the program director and founder of Girls Rock Rochester. This is our 9th year of programming, and we are super excited to share with you tonight our first ever telethon video. This year we had to change gears because of the pandemic. We weren't able to offer our traditional summer camp programs where girls and LGBTQ youth come and they learn an instrument, they form a band, and they play a showcase. So we had to move our programming online, and with the help of the Girls Rock Camp Alliance, we decided to run an online summer camp program focusing on music production. We still put the kids into bands, and tonight you will see some of their performances. We are super happy that you are watching our video tonight, and I'm excited for you to see the show. Enjoy!
Hi, Cami here, and welcome to my fort that I made out of like a bunch of scarves. Spent a lot of time indoors this summer, so this fort made it really fun. I hope you're well, and I miss everybody. This is an original song. It doesn't have a name yet. Thought it was you there answered the phone. Most of the time I spend alone, you were busy. Yeah, you're busy. Open your eyes, I'll lead the way. Hoping you'll make the time today. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, I know you. This don't feel right. Our separate lives, my indigo, your violet light. I hope to recognize later in time if you're hard to find. Making your way through a career, you found a house away from here. That's where you are. That's where you are. This don't feel right. Our separate lives, my indigo, your violet light. I hope to recognize later in time if you're hard to find. I'll be calling and checking most likely after you've already fallen asleep. I'll do it again and again. You understand me. Bye.
Hi, my name's Amanda Rampy. I'm the gear director at Girls Rock Rochester, and I also have degrees in music recording technology and music business. This year, you probably noticed that camp looked a little bit different. We really wish we could rock out in person, but we decided to use this opportunity to focus in more on the area of audio engineering and production. All the songs that you're hearing were created with a program called Soundtrap. Soundtrap is an online DAW that can be used to create songs collaboratively. Recording in a program like this is essentially a simplified version of what professional audio engineers do all the time to record the songs you hear on the radio or on the soundtrack of your favorite movie. During the week, groups of campers logged into the tool and used things like software instruments, loops, and microphones to record, edit, and mix their own original compositions. Introducing our campers to audio engineering concepts is pretty important. I went to college for audio engineering, and I was often the only woman in the room. Only between 5 to 7% of all audio engineers are women, and some estimates put that number even lower. I tried to find a statistic for the percentage of LGBTQ folks or women of color in these kind of jobs, and I couldn't find those statistics. Probably it's a pretty low number if the numbers aren't even out there. When you look at women who are producers, that number gets even lower. Some researchers did a study of popular songs that were put out between 2012 and 2018, and those researchers found that women represented just 2.1% of all producers. That's 1 woman to 47 men. Out of those 871 producers that they studied, only 4 of them were women of color. We know that playing music helps youth in many ways, like building creativity and self-expression, developing problem-solving skills, increasing confidence, and more. Using tools like Soundtrap to create music digitally does all those things and some other cool stuff too. Audio engineering helps us build our math skills, understand physics, and increase tech literacy. STEM has an inclusion problem too, so building up those skills in our camper population is pretty good for everybody. Over the past year, we've been trying to introduce more techie workshops for our Girls Rock Rochester campers. We've helped campers solder and build their very own Drawdio pencil. And we hosted a gear clinic to teach campers and volunteers how to perform basic repairs on their very own musical instruments. I really want to do more techie workshops like that to help keep building those types of skills. So I really hope you'll consider contributing to our fundraiser. That'll allow us to offer more of those things and keep doing what we do. I hope you enjoy the rest of our camper songs.
When I first saw you in battle, I only had eyes for you. You thwarted my plans, but even so, I was just glad to have met you. I know you won't hear this, and I know it won't matter, but the next day I robbed a bank just to see you again. And though I went to steal some stuff, you stole my heart in the end. I know you won't hear this, and I know it won't matter, but I don't wanna fight you anymore. For you I would bust down any door. You defeat all my evil schemes. You don't even know what you mean to me. I don't wanna fight you anymore. The day of our last battle was the day that I confessed. Our eyes locked from across the field as my heart beat in my chest. I was staring at you when the bomb landed in between us. The flame swallowed us all. My only regret is that I couldn't bear my soul. I know you won't hear this, and I know it won't matter, but I don't wanna fight you anymore. For you I would bust down any door. You defeat all my evil schemes. You don't even know what you mean to me. I don't wanna fight you anymore.
Everything's so easy for Pauline. Everything's so easy for Pauline. Ancient strings set feet alight. Speed of such a mild grace and a monument of tacky gold. They smoothed her hair with cinnamon waves and placed an ingot in her breast to burn cool and collected. Fate holds her firm in its cradle and then rolls her with a tender pause to save her. Everything's so easy for Pauline. Girl with the parking lot eyes, Margaret is the fragments of a name. Bravery is mistaken for thrashing in the lane. The make-believe monsters pictures fate. Margaret is the fragments of a name. Her love pours like a fountain and her love steams like rage. And her jaw aches from wanting and she's sick from chlorine, but she'll never be as clean as the smooth side of satin Pauline. Pauline. Two girls ride the blue line. Two girls walk down the same street. One left her sweater sitting on the train, and the other lost 3 fingers at the cannery. Everything's so easy for Pauline. For Pauline. For Pauline.
Stay 6 feet apart or more! Stay 6 feet apart or more!
My name is Kylie Reiber, and I hope you enjoy this acoustic cover of Who Says by Selena Gomez. You made me insecure, told me I wasn't good enough, but who are you to judge when you're a diamond in the rough? I'm sure you got some things you'd like to change about yourself, but when it comes to me, I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. Na 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 na. I'm no beauty you're the only one that's heard. And trust me, that's the price of beauty. Who says you're not pretty? Who says you're not beautiful? Who says? It's such a funny thing how nothing's funny when it's you. You tell them what you mean, but they keep whiting out the truth. It's like a work of art that never gets to see the light. Keep you beneath the stars, won't let you touch the sky. Na 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 na. I'm no beauty queen, I'm just beautiful me. Na 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 na. You've got every right to a beautiful life. Come on, who says you're not perfect? Who says you're not worth it? Who says you're the only one that's heard? And trust me, that's the price of beauty. Who says you're not pretty? Who says you're not beautiful? Who says? Who says you're not star potential? Who says you're not presidential? Who says you can't be in movies? Listen to me, listen to me. Who says you don't pass the test? Who says you can't be the best? Who says, who says? Won't you tell me who says that? Yeah. Who says you're not perfect? Who says you're not worth it? Who says you're the only one that's heard? And trust me, that's the price of beauty. Who says you're not pretty? Who says you're not beautiful? Who says?
trouble wasn't just leaving her past, 'cause she knows she got no time for that. I'm working out her problems, but every other day, 'cause she knows she got some other things to say. She knows what you want, so she give it all she got, and that's so much. Don't try to tell her that there's something she can't do. That's exactly what she gonna do. You'll start a fire it down on a woman's soul, trying to make her feel like she ain't welcome. She knows what you want, so she give it all she got. Got for so long. She'll never stop. She's a ginger said, don't you know what she wants? 'Cause you never do it. There's no doubt. But give it up, just do what she wants. It's hard, we don't win her. To get you so happy, I know. She's the one she wants. The devil in the
Why does it have to rain? It makes me wanna hide, waiting for the drops to go by. Oh, why can't the sky be dry? As the rain falls from the sky, my heart can't help but wonder why. How this dreary day makes me feel so down. Just want to sit down, not move around. As the rain falls from the sky, my heart can't help but want to cry. I want the sunshine to cover my face, for me to feel its warm embrace. Wishes can't come true, but only to a lucky few. Rainbows are very nice. If you're lucky, they come twice. When I see two, it's like a bomb of color. They both look so brand new, a cover of color. Wishes can't come true, but only to a lucky few. Rainbows are very nice. If you're lucky, they come twice.
One, two, three.
Hi, I'm Eileen. I'm a camp volunteer for Girls Rock Rochester. When I came as a volunteer the first day of Queer Rock Camp in August 2018, it was only 3 months since I had come out to the first person in my family. I was scared to be my authentic self for the first time to a room full of strangers. Then I realized everyone in this room is like me. They will be okay with me being who I really am. At the end of the week, when I heard the bands, especially a camper whom I helped a very little bit on the guitar, as he rocked out, I was moved to tears, as all the volunteers had told me would happen. I didn't see this coming, how it would feel to be just me out in the world. It was a feeling I had not the capacity to imagine, but in the caring space of fellow volunteers, campers, and families, it really did happen. I know, I have a picture. What it feels like to tell your story to a fellow volunteer and they just start to cry because they know what it's like. Or writing your own song to convey a feeling that words can't express. And singing it for campers and volunteers at Pride Rock Camp. I can't go back in time to my 8-year-old self to say, it'll be all right. But I can tell my story in song to a room of 12 to 16-year-olds at Camp Open Mic who were like I was. And who need most of all to feel that their story is precious, their story is worthy, their story is beautiful, that they are beautiful. And then last November, at our adult camp-like experience, Rock Roulette, getting a chance to take the stage as Eileen for the first time with my bandmates Devin and James. I've often thought, if these campers are feeling anything like what I'm feeling in this space, this is a beautiful and precious thing we are all doing together. Girls Rock Rochester, thank you.
Hello, Girls Rock campers and supporters. Thank you for letting us do this be part of your telethon. This is Todd Bradley. I'm Benny. I am five times a Girls Rock coach. And one thing I learned from Girls Rock is that you can just jump in and try it even if you're not ready. So I'm just learning how to play this instrument. It's a Brazilian instrument. It's called a pandeiro. It looks like a tambourine. They call it a drum set in your hand. Since I'm a drummer, I thought I'd try this. And Todd is a big fan of bossa nova, which is a Brazilian music style. So I enlisted him to come support Girls Rock with us. All right, and also this song is something I thought would be suitable for Girls Rock. It's called One Note Samba. So even if you just know one note, you can make a song.
Yes, all right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is just a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now this new one is the consequence of the one we've just been through, as I'm bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you. There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. I have used up all the scale I know, and at the end we come to nothing or nearly nothing. So I come back to that one note, as I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re mi fa sol la ti do, he will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know.
Thank you, Girls Rock.
Girls Rock.
Check, check. Awesome. Cool. Hey, we're Richard Snare, and we are going to do a song by Sneaks called New Taste. Okay, ready?
Yep, doing it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Paper cut, nosebleed, Tokyo, don't read, armrest, photo frame, honey oats, more rain, shopping carts, doorknob, astral sign, coffee cup, loose change, don't hurt, Friday, card game, store sign, quinoa, trash can, yogurt, church bell, cold cut, eye drops, new shirt, old shirt, Orson Welles, phone number, car plate, houseplant, Virgo, car seat, new taste.
name's Jen Fowler. I am a volunteer for Rochester's chapter of Girls Rock. Last summer was my first time actually volunteering as counselor at the camp, and it was so fun. It was the best time, and I have plans to be involved forever, basically. And I've loved this program, and just to see the kids performing and everything it's just been such an amazing thing to see. Something I wish that I had when I was a little kid, because I've always loved music and I've always been kind of scared to learn to play, I guess, learn to make my own music. But I was really inspired by camp last year, and I decided to pick up an instrument and start to learn over quarantine. So I've been playing the ukulele. I haven't really played it in front of anybody, so this is maybe a little rough, but I'm gonna do a cover of one of my favorite artists, Kate Nash. Her song, You're So Cool, I'm So Freaky. Enjoy. I'm a waste of space, I don't understand you. Send me away, tomorrow is important, no matter what you say. So keep your secrets from me, keep yourself away. Keep everything to yourself. Since when was I so keen to share anyway? I don't know how I feel, want to feel something real, feel something real. Well, nothing is real, is that what you say? Well, everything's fake, so you're running away. You're so cool. You can't come anywhere near me. You're not coming anywhere near me. Told you don't come anywhere near me, but you're not coming anywhere near me anyway. I don't know how I feel, want to feel something real, feel something real. Well, nothing is real, is that what you say? Well, everything's fake, so you're running away. You're so cool. Well, I've got big plans, I've got something to say. Tomorrow is important, and so is the next day. I don't know how I feel, want to feel something real, feel something real. Well, nothing is real, is that what you say? Well, everything's fake, so you're running away. You're so cool. You're so cool. I'm a waste of space. You're so cool. And I don't understand you. You're so cool, and I've never been cool. You're so cool, and I'm a freaky, freaky, freaky girl.
This is Fight Song by Rachel Platten. Like a small boat on the ocean,
sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say are wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years since I missed my home, but there's a fire burning in my bones, and I still believe. Yeah, I still believe. And all those things I didn't say are wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. A lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Now I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Hello, Girls Rock Camp. My name's Amanda Ashley. For those I don't know, I'm really excited to bring to you today one of my favorite covers, current covers. It's Dua Lipa, and the song is called Don't Start Now. If you don't wanna see me, dinner for 180, crazy, just thinking about the way it was. Did my heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm aware you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you don't wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me me with the words goodbye. No one took some time to survive you. I'm better on the other side. I'm no good already, so moved on and scared. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you don't wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. I'm not where you left me at all. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you don't wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't stop caring about me now. I'm not where you left me at all. I'm not where you left me at all. Please take the time to donate to Girls Rock Camp. It's an amazing, amazing program. It's changed my life as an instructor and workshop instructor, and it continues to change the lives of those who attend. Thank you. Saw you tonight. I was the devil, and you were near me. And you were near me. I saw you tonight. I was the devil. You were near me. You were near me. I made you. I'm sorry. I made you. I'm sorry for it all. I saw you again. I'm still the devil. I hope you're near me. I hope you'll hear me. I just loved you so. I didn't know how to tell you I couldn't do it anymore. I made you. I'm sorry. I made you. I'm sorry for
Thank you so much for tuning in tonight and supporting Girls Rock Rochester. Every donation helps to ensure that girls and LGBTQ youth will continue rocking into the next year. Consider donating to us through our Mighty Cause campaign. Thank you.